doubt about it, walking is an incredible exercise as we age and something that everyone should be focusing on. But walking is just not enough. As we know, after the age of 30, our muscle mass reduces by 3 to 8% every 10 years. So it is super important for us to maintain that strength because that is key to keeping us functional and independent in the community. What we do know is the first things or first signs of difficulty is when we're required to use our hands to get out of a chair, or we've got difficulty going over steps. The problem with that is that we start to avoid certain activities, which just compounds that cycle of deterioration over time. So when you start feeling that you're having difficulties getting up out of a chair, you're having difficulties, say, getting off the ground, that is the time to double down on these things, improve your strength so that you're able to thrive as you age. The exercises do not need to be complex. You don't need to go to the gym. You can just use your body weight if you need to help prevent some of this deterioration. But let's look at a couple of exercises now that you can incorporate into your everyday life to improve your strength, maintain your function, and live independently. The first exercise is a sit stand. What we're wanting to do is to use no hands. If you have to provide a little bit of support, that's okay. If you're having to provide a lot of support, what that means is that height is too difficult for you. So what we do in that situation is we raise the surface. So once you find the height that you can do that, what we're going to start with is starting with 2 sets of 10. What you're going to want to do is to build those reps up to 2 sets of 25 over time. Once you're at 25, then we're looking at reducing that height. In an optimal situation, we need you to be able to do 2 sets of 25 off of the height of your dining chair. Next exercise, calf raises. Obviously the calf, super important in propulsion when we're walking. If we're losing propulsion when we're walking, we're losing gait speed, we're losing stride length. These all compound into the effort in which we're walking, and if it's taking too much effort to walk, we start not doing it and avoiding the activity, which then just cycles into further deterioration. So initially, you might start with 2 feet, again, wanting to build up to 20 to 30 reps. If you're at 20 or 30 reps, we then want you to do calf raises with one leg. If that's still too difficult and you can't transition from 2 feet to 1, I'm happy for you to put your other foot on the ground and do a little bit more of an active assisted calf raise. The third exercise is a glute bridge. So knees bent about 90, hips in a slightly bent position. We're going to lift our pelvis up. What we're wanting to do is try and maintain full range. We're getting good hamstring and glute activation in this exercise. And again, we're going for reps here, so we're going to try and build up to doing, say, 20 reps. Once you're at 20, then we're going to try and hold that leg out and do a single leg. Basically, that could be too difficult, so you can bend that knee and make it a smaller lever, or you can rest that leg down onto the bed and do a modified single leg glute bridge. The main takeaway here is strength is not for the young. Strength is super important as we age, especially after the age of 30, as we know that our muscle mass is starting to deteriorate, and we know that strength is pivotal to independence. As we are all living longer these days, I feel it is super important to maintain your independence, maintain your strength, so you can actually do the things that you want to do in retirement.